Hello guys, this is Steph with the call center channel. Today I'm talking about customers asking for a manager or a supervisor. Customers ask for managers or supervisors when they feel like the agent is not able to help or to fix the problem they have. The agent doesn't sound confident, energetic, interested, or just sound tired. The agent may also be rude. Sometimes the customer doesn't want to talk to you either because the previous representative didn't do a good job or the customer just don't want to talk to regular agent. They want to speak with the boss, the CEO, the highest person available, the owner, or whoever is the most qualified in this company. Sometimes it's nothing wrong with you, your accent, or your language level at all. You know what you're doing, you're willing to help, but the customer just doesn't want to talk to you. Customers ask to speak with a supervisor because they think you can't do what they want or that you're just not knowledgeable enough. Other reasons are they want to be heard. They're not happy with the company. They just got disconnected and they think they got hung up on. I'm going to say this with all due respect to our supervisors or managers. When it comes to what to do on accounts, agents most of the time know better than supervisors because they are the ones who handle calls every day for hours unless the supervisor also takes calls or was a former agent. Supervisors have the power to do things that agents cannot do. For example, crediting an account or cancellation, or giving free service for a period of time. When customers ask for managers or supervisors, it's sometimes because they want someone with power over the phone. Sometimes supervisors take the call and talk to the customer and then ask the agent to do what needs to be done. Customers may ask you for somebody else because they feel like they'll be wasting their time with you. I know sometimes you're exhausted close to the end of your shift, but most customers don't know or don't care about for how long you've been on the phone. Other reason why they ask for a manager is because we spend too much time on the call or we put them on hold for too long. They will immediately think you don't know what you're doing or you're not the right person and they want to immediately get to the next person that is able to help. Sometimes the problem is the words you're saying. For example, I think, maybe, let me see, let me try, I'm not sure. If you want to avoid supervisor calls, you have to avoid those terms that show that you're not capable or knowledgeable. Some of you guys actually like when the customer asks for a supervisor because that gives you a break out of the phone, right? Let's be honest. After spending hours over the phone, getting a supervisor call is like a big break because supervisor calls are usually long calls. Some call centers have you transfer the call to the supervisor's extension instead of the supervisor coming to your cubicle. So that wouldn't help much because you'll have to immediately go to the next call. Some agents hate supervisor calls because that can be interpreted as they are not capable of handling their calls, especially if it happens very often. Some call centers deduct points on QA evaluation if the call ended with a supervisor. Another call center takes this so seriously that depending on how many supervisor calls you have in a day, a week, or in a month, your contract may be canceled. Most companies give you a 3 month period to get better. So having frequent supervisor calls during this period is not a big deal because you're new at the job. After being on the phone for more than 3 months and still having frequent supervisor calls, whereas the other agents are not, may be seen as there's a problem with you, so they might let you go. To end these videos, here are some ways customers ask for a supervisor. I want to speak or let me speak to a supervisor. Or can I have a supervisor? These are the most polite ways they ask. They may also act like this. Put your manager on the phone now. I don't want to speak to you. I want to speak to your boss. Some of the time, it's not that they want a supervisor, they just don't want to speak to you because of your name, being a foreigner. So some call centers ask you to change names, like using a different name that sounds more American. Sometimes it's because of background noise. When they hear someone close to you speaking another language, or they notice you have an accent, then they go like this. Can you connect me to the United States? I want to speak to an American. Where am I talking to? Where did this call go? And the most popular one we're all familiar with, am I calling India? That's it for this video, guys. It was Steph with the call center channel.